Hello and welcome to episode 5 of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. In our last episode we got the Sun Song and we were put right outside the graveyard. And it's time to talk to Dompe the Gravekeeper, so let's go ahead and talk to him now. Hey kid, don't mess around with the graves. I'm Dompe the Gravekeeper. My face may be scary, but I'm not a bad guy. Let me give you an advertisement for my side business. So this is Dompe the Gravekeeper's heart-pounding grave digging tour. We've heard about it before. What's gonna come out? What's gonna come out when I start digging? We'll find out. So you pay him 10 rupees and he will dig in a spot. The problem is... Oh, we got a red rupee, so that kind of made up for it. The problem is he's got to dig in exactly one of these dirt spots, and it's hard to see at night. I think this is one. I'm going to stand right here and wait for him. So in this game, you can either get like a green rupee, blue rupee, red rupee, something like that. It's like a minor prize. There is one grand prize, and it is random. So there's no telling where it's going to come. There's no way of guaranteeing it's coming. And you have to make sure he digs in one of the soft spots. So you got to make sure it's not on the rocks. It's on the actual soft spots. So, well, I'm actually going to cut it until it's the winning run. So I will see you guys when we win the grand prize. And there it is. The grand prize is a piece of heart. I've collected 3 pieces, 1 more piece, and we'll have an entire new heart container. Now, before we move on, I want to go up here where we got the Sun Song, the royal family's tomb, and actually go down this little ramp, and the second from the left, gravestone, we're going to grab it and pull it back. This is going to reveal a little hole we can go in. And you can grab and pull any of the gravestones. Most of them, however, will just have Poes underneath. You'll have to fight a Poe. However, this one has a secret underneath, so I'll go ahead and play the Sun Song. Freeze this Redead and kill him. And just attack him from the back and he won't have a chance to attack you back. And as he dies, Redeads are the creepiest. Especially when they're like hunched over like he was. I didn't zoom in on them well enough, but if you look at them, they're like twitchy and stuff. But anyway, once he's dead, if we play the Sun Song again, we'll get a treasure chest with another piece of heart in it. That'll complete another heart container. Now, I'm going to be playing this game a little inefficiently. So you might see me doing some stuff, and if you've ever played this game, you're going to be like, wait a second, you missed something. And I didn't. Trust me. The way I want to do it is, if you guys remember the very first episode, we came out of the first cutscene, and the first thing I did was go talk to Mido and try to get him to talk to the Great Deku Tree. I knew that I couldn't talk to him without the sword and the shield, but I talked to him anyways, just so he would give me the dialogue like, hey, you can't get in here without sword and shield. And the reason I did that is so we could see as much dialogue as possible. And that's the way I'm going to be playing this game. So you'll see me do some stuff that's like, wait a second, why didn't you do X, Y, and Z? And instead I did something completely different. Or I skipped something that you guys know that I could have done before. And that's the reason why. I'm not being efficient, I'm kind of being completionist in a way. So you guys can see as much of the game as possible. Anyway, moving on, we're going to keep it nighttime. And there are 5 gold Skulltulas that we can grab at night here in Kakariko Village. The first one, and if this is hard to see when I edit the video, I'm actually going to go ahead and do some lighting editing so you guys can see a little bit better, kind of like I do in my Morrowind videos when it's inside a cave, so you guys can see a little bit. But anyway, the first golden skulltula is in this area that's like this house under construction. So we're going to climb up here, try not to get hit. All right, we'll go ahead and grab this golden skulltula. The second one, I kind of showed it a little bit right here. It's behind this building. I don't know if you guys saw it. This is the second golden skulltula available to us in Kokiri Village. If we go around this building and jump off this ledge, this tree right here, right at the entrance of the town, we're going to cut down these bushes so that I can come over here and roll into the tree. And rolling into the tree causes a spider to fall out of the tree. 2 sword swings later, and we get our third one. I'm going to ignore Navi for now. She's going to say something to me, and I don't care what you have to say right now. It's not important. She wants us to tell Saria that we're going to save Hyrule. That's not really our priority right now. I'm actually going to see if there are any coins in this pot. I mean, it's some. Some is better than none, I guess. Our fourth one is actually up here on this ladder, as you can see. Mostly... Wow, I missed. There we go. And then we can climb up. Get our fourth golden skulltula of Kokiri Village. I'm going to go ahead and let go. And drop down. Roll as you land so you don't take damage. And our final golden skulltula is back here near the rear entrance to town, near the entrance or exit to the path up to Death Mountain, and we can get our fifth golden skulltula. Now what I'm going to do is turn it back to day. Alright, and we spawn back into the last place that we entered the town. And the first thing we're going to do is avoid that fella. We're going to talk to this young lady. What should I do? My cuckoos have all flown away. You, little boy, please help me bring them back to this pen. And the thing with her is, I believe her name is Anju. She raises cuckoos for a living. They've all escaped. But she's allergic to cuckoos. So the problem is, if she touches them, she breaks out into hives. Imagine raising chickens for a living and you're allergic to chicken. So anyway, the first thing we're going to do is grab this one. And jump across here. Oh, I did it the first time. That's a good feeling. Alright, this is the only way you can get down here. So we're going to throw that chicken back out there. And we're going to come down here, because there are 2 chickens hidden. They're not chickens, they're cuckoos. But there are 2 cuckoos hidden in this back area, and at this point in the game, the only way you can get back here is doing it this way. I'm going to throw this other one over there as well. Make sure you don't accidentally go into this house or fall into this hole, or you'll respawn all the chickens. You'll reset them, all the cuckoos, back to their original spawn points. And that, nobody likes that. The second cuckoo in this area is actually up here, hidden pretty well. We'll grab this cuckoo, and we'll jump off thusly. Now you might notice that ledge up there with the hole on the side of the wall. We can't get there yet, but anyway, we'll go back and grab the other 2 that we threw. Alright, perfect. That's 3. Now, unlike the Minish Cap, we're not timed, and additionally, there's only 1 round of this, so Now the next one I'm going to grab is actually a hidden one, and it's actually in this crate. So we'll roll into the crate and grab and grab and... Where are you, you fiend? Here you are. Grab this one. And it makes me wonder, how did that Kuko get in the crate? Because I tell you something, Kukos don't have hands. So how did the Kuko get in the crate and then seal itself in the crate? Somebody please answer that question for me. It makes me feel like this wasn't an accident, like the Kukos didn't get out. They were released. And that makes me think that there was foul play. But anyway, the next Kuko is out here by the front gate. We'll go ahead and grab this one. And I'm skipping talking to all the NPCs in town for now, because we're still kind of doing this collectathon themed episode, and I'm trying to make this the last one of these collectathon episodes for now. Now you'll notice that Kuko up there on the ledge to our left. We cannot get to that one by conventional means. So what we're gonna have to do is, I think there might be money in here. Nope, not right now at least. I'm trying to get some money because I'm not poor, but you know, that grave digging tour really cost me quite a few coins. I'm gonna go over here and get some rupees from these pots and grab this last Kuko. Go ahead and put my sword away. There we go. Now, of course, if you hit the Kukos with your sword too many times, they'll become hostile and they'll call their friends, and then you'll get swarmed by Kukos and you'll die. What we want to do with this one is jump off here and then land on this ledge. And that's how you get this last one. Grab this one and jump off. Toss that old boy on there. And then get this last one. There you are. Get. There we go. Boom. Talk to her again. Thank you for finding my Kukos. I have allergies, so I get goosebumps when I touch them. Really, like what she's saying is I'm deathly allergic to them. I break out into hives if I touch the animals that I raise for a living. So silly. If you've ever had a bad day at work, just think of her, and maybe it'll make you feel better, even though she's not real. So anyway, thank you for helping me. I will give this to you. It's fine glass and should be useful. Please take good care of it. So we get our empty bottle. This is empty bottle number 2. We know how to use this. Now we could go to Lon Lon Ranch and fill this guy up with some Lon Lon milk. But we're not going to do that. You go to Lon Lon Ranch, play a Epona song to the cows, and they'll give you free Lon Lon milk anytime you want. What we actually want to do is scoop one of these bugs up. And we're going to take this jar with the bug and go back to the cemetery. Here at the graveyard, there's a rock that you can pick up, and right near the entrance, like you can see where I am right now, there's a rock right here. You can pick that up and also get bugs there. So either way, but the bug I'm going to grab, and there's this little patch of soil right here. If we check it, you see a small amount of soft soil here. Now, there are 2 things you can do with these patches of soil. You can plant a seed. We don't know what the seeds are yet. Or you can put a bug inside. So I'm going to drop this bug, and I'm actually going to catch the bug immediately after I release it. So I caught it, and this is just me being efficient. Because it always releases 3 bugs, even if you only catch 1. And then... Oh, of course you would jump exactly right at me. Anyway, you get a golden Skulltula that comes out. This is not the only golden Skulltula in the graveyard, but if you guys remember, I don't know if I showed it last episode, there's a golden Skulltula that appears on this wall over here. It only comes out at night, but we don't have anything to reach it with. So we could kill it, but there's nothing we can do to actually collect the token that it leaves. So what we're going to do now is finally, I'm actually going to listen to Saria. So Saria tells us if we listen, not Saria, but Navi. Navi says, hey, I wonder what Saria would say if we told her we're saving the world. In order to find out what she would say if she found out we're saving the world, we have to actually go back to the Kokiri Forest. So I'm actually going to go ahead and see you guys at Kokiri Forest. And you'll notice the chickens are back out. So you're the worst at this job, lady. You're literally the worst. So anyway, I'll see you guys at the entrance of Kokiri Forest. All right, we're back in Kokiri Forest. We made it right before nighttime, so everyone should be out and about. Oh, you're okay. You didn't leave after all, did you? Yeah, well, I did leave, actually, and I've been all over the world and experienced magical things. Let's talk to everyone. Like this guy. You have a cool slingshot, huh? You know what's cool about it? You can aim while holding down C and shoot by releasing the button. How cool. If you have the slingshot already, oh my god. This guy's just like, still, Kokiri Forest is still like the tutorial section. Like, one of the reasons I skipped talking to all these guys at the beginning of the game is because all they're telling me is like, did you know you could pick up rocks with A? Did you know you could roll if you walk and press A at the same time? Silly things like that. So, let's see what this girl has to say. She might still be saying the... Saria says she's waiting at the usual spot. Oh, okay, the usual spot. Well, as the player, I have no idea where that is. Right? Absolutely no idea. I wonder if I can still talk to this. Mido might know something about Saria's whereabouts. I think Mido is sulking in one of the houses around here. Probably his own house. You know Mido. Little turd bucket. Ain't nobody like Mido. Look at this guy doing backflips. I can do that too. Look at me. We're both doing backflips. Jumping is going out of style now. I'm crazy about doing backflips. Can you do one? Anyway, this is House of Twins. That's not where we want to go. I actually want to cut this grass, though. Oh, I got a heart. This might be Mido's house. No, this is Saria's house. I don't think there's anyone in here. There are some hearts I can grab. I don't need them, but I want to grab them anyway. Mido's house is... That's my house. There's nothing in there. I think this might be Mido's house. Yeah, that's the guy that told us about House of the Great Mido, the boss of the Kokiri. Up yours, buddy. Look at him standing up on his little pedestal. If you're looking for Saria, she's in the Lost Woods as usual. Don't tell me you don't know where that is. The entrance is up on the cliff overlooking the village. I know you'll get lost. Don't worry. You'll just end up back at the entrance. Harumph! Worst, leader of all time. Can you imagine? Sorry, I wanted to see you. Did she find you already? No. Well, now that we know where she is, we'll go ahead and head up to the Kokiri, the secret area, whatever. Now, there's actually I don't know if we can actually get any of this stuff at this point, but if you jump off this ledge, you can actually make it on the roof of this house. Oops, I did not mean to do that. There's a couple of places, actually, and oh, I kind of do want to meet her. There's nothing up here, but you see another spot of soft soil right there, and you'll notice that little area up there. Well, just keep that in mind for later, I think. But there's actually a spot I want to get up to, just so I can talk to this one particular character, because she's such a weirdo. Before we actually go talk to Saria. You come up on this house, and you can come up on this little ramp, and on this bridge. And then up here, there's a 5-piece rupee, and you can talk to her. If you want to go to Lost Woods, you'd better equip the right gear. She's such a weird girl, because later on, she'll tell us something about, I guess it's kind of lore of the Legend of Zelda series. If you get lost in the Lost Woods, and you're not a Kokiri, you turn into a Stalfos. But that's for later. So the first thing we're going to do, you guys got to listen to the music. I'm actually going to try to be quiet so you guys can listen. There's a little rhythm that goes on in the background. But if you get close, So you'll see that there are three entrances here. One on the left, one on the middle, and one on the right. And all you can hear right now is like the little tambourines. If you get close to the correct place you're supposed to go, you'll hear the little flute and stuff. This one doesn't have it. If you go through it, you actually end up at the entrance to the Kokiri Forest. So you have to listen for the music and follow the music. But anyway, we're not actually going to go that way yet. We're going to go here on the left. We're going to meet Skull Kid here. He's over here playing his little flute. We're not going to talk to him yet. There's nothing we can do with him at the moment. We're actually going to go over here. And you might recognize this place. This is the entrance to the Kokiri Forest. This is the bridge that we got the fairy Ocarina from Saria. But there's a Deku scrub here, and I want to talk to him. And when I say talk, I actually mean hit with a nut in his face. I surrender. To make your quest easier, I can enable you to pick up more Deku sticks. It'll cost 40 rupees. I'm going to go ahead and say yes. Thank you very much. I can carry 20 Deku sticks now. And let me tell you something. There's no way in heck I'm ever going to use 20 Deku sticks during the course of this game. So that's as many Deku sticks as we're going to need the entire playthrough. I'll meet you guys back at the entrance to the Lost Woods. Back at the entrance, we're going to take our first right. And the first thing we're going to see is this dangly thing dangling from that tree. We're going to go ahead, nope, not play the flute. No, sir. We're actually going to hit it with our slingshot. And we want to get 3 100s in a row. And this Deku Scrub will come out, and he'll come and say the following thing. Cool, you're great. You scored 3 perfect bullseyes. I have to give a neat present to such a wonderful person. Please take it. So we get the seed bag, a Deku seed bullet bag. This one can hold 40 slingshot bullets. And once more, we're never going to ever use 40 slingshot bullets the entire game. So anyway, we're going to jump down into this space. Go ahead and grab some rupees while I'm here. And we're going to play a little game of Simon Says. We're going to jump on this stump. You'll see some Skull Kids. And if we pull out our Ocarina, follow along with our song on your Ocarina. We'll lead you into it. So it's down, right, left. All right, so a quick, easy one to get us warmed up. And our great reward for such a feat is a green rupee. We're going to do this 2 more times. Do you want to play some more? I do want to play some more. I'm actually going to cut it until the very end. Okay, that was quite a nice session. Yes, it was. As a token of our friendship, please take this, a whopping 5 rupees. So again, for this next one, I'm going to cut it until the very end. We do want to play one more. Let's do it. Oof! I didn't mess up at all. It's like I said, it's really hard to control the C buttons with the analog stick, so I'm surprised I didn't mess up any. So anyway, as a token of our friendship, we're going to get a red rupee, right? Nope. We get a piece of heart. So after the first 2 sessions, you might be like, this is not worth it. I don't want another rupee. It's not worth the trouble. But no, you get a piece of heart, so it's totally worth it. Anyway, after that, let's see how many pieces of heart we have currently. All right, so that's our 5th piece of heart. Not bad. Anyway, moving on, we're going to go back up and we're going to continue on to through the Lost Woods here. We're going to take our first right and immediately get interrupted by Kepora Gebora, the owl. Good to see you again. I wish I could say the same. Listen to this. After going through the Lost Woods, you will come upon the Sacred Forest Meadow. That is a sacred place where few people have ever walked, probably because they get lost on the way. Shh, what's that? I can hear a mysterious tune. You should listen for that tune too. Hoo hoo hoo. Do you want to hear what I said again? Never! If you are courageous, you will make it through the forest just fine. Just follow your ears and listen to the sound coming from the forest. Hoot hoot! Well, it's actually not that hard to memorize. You might want to remember this place. Look at the architecture of this particular entrance. It's different than every other one we've seen. But anyway, here's another one that's quite different from anything we've seen. And Navi tells us that that's a secret. If Navi turns green, that's a secret. But anyway, moving on. And then left. And then right. And if we go through here, we'll get to the Sacred Meadow. Welcome to the Sacred Forest Meadow, everyone. This is where we will be meeting Saria, but as you can see on the map on the screen, it's a bit of a maze. So we're not actually going to do this episode. We're actually going to save this for the next episode. In the next episode of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, we're going to go through this little maze. We're going to meet Saria, and we're going to tell her of our adventures up to this point. So thank you for joining me for this episode of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, and I hope you'll join me next time. Until then.